All right, buddy. They sure got him. I haven't started the stream yet, but this has already been ongoing for a while. This is crazy. This is bananas. Hold on. Where's the volume? Where's the volume?
We appreciate you being here. Late last night and early today, at my direction, the United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault.
We did it, boys.
And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II.
Since World War II.
It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas to bring outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro to justice. This was one of the most stunning, effective, and powerful displays of American military might and competence in American history.
Bro,
And
this was crazy.
We've done some other good ones, like the attack on Soleimani.
Waking up to this was wild.
The attack on al-Baghdadi, and the obliteration and decimation of the Iran nuclear sites just recently in an operation known as Midnight Hammer.
Bro, crazy. A rare stream, a day stream?
All
Yeah.
perfectly executed and done. No nation in the world could achieve what America achieved yesterday, or frankly, in just a short period of time. All Venezuelan military.
Think about it like this. We just went into a country and yoinked their president. We just went in and said, gimme. You're coming with us.
Capacities were rendered powerless as the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured Maduro in the dead of night. It was dark. The lights of
You watched
Caracas
this unfold all night,
largely
Spaceman?
turned off.
My goodness. Out of
Due to
bed,
a
too.
certain
Right out of bed, dude.
Expertise that we have.
He said to come get
It
him.
was dark.
That's fair.
And it was deadly. But captured along with his wife.
I don't think we're in a war. I
Celia
think they
Flores,
just took
both of
him.
whom now face American justice. Maduro and Flores have been indicted in the Southern District of New York. It's Jay Clayton, for their campaign of deadly narco-terrorism against the United States and its citizens.
They
I
look
want to
like they
thank
haven't
the
been
men
getting
and
a lot of
women
sleep.
Our military who achieved such an extraordinary
Fran
success
Javier, what's up, bro?
overnight with breathtaking speed, power, precision, and competence. You rarely see anything like it. You've seen some raids in this country that didn't go
You
so
were up
well.
all night, bro.
They were an embarrassment.
I was
If
asleep.
you look back to Afghanistan, or if you look back to
Watched the
Jimmy Carter
MH-67s
days,
fly right over.
there were different
Jeez-o.
days, we're a respected country again, like
Yeah, we're not at
maybe
war.
like never before.
The goal was to just yoink.
These highly trained warriors
Yoink 'em and
operating
bounce.
in collaboration with U.S. law enforcement
Zoff one, yeah.
caught them in a very ready position. They were waiting for us. They knew we had many ships out.
He's tired. Marco Rubio
See,
looks tired, too.
Just sort of waiting.
They haven't
knew we
slept
were
a lot.
coming. So they were in a ready, what's called a ready position.
Oh,
They were
dude.
completely overwhelmed and
What do you think those Delta
very
boys were
quickly
saying?
incapacitated.
Were they like, you boys ready to go to
You would have seen what I
Venezuela?
saw last night. You would have been very impressed.
On the Little
I'm not sure
Birds?
that you'll ever get to see it, but it was an incredible thing to see.
I don't know how many
Not a
casualties there
single
were.
American service member was killed, and not a single piece of American equipment was lost.
Everybody
Many
said they were up
helicopters,
all
many
night
planes,
watching this
many-
stuff.
Many people involved in that fight.
I woke up at 7 and
Think
saw
of
it.
that. Not one piece of military equipment was lost. Not one service member was, more importantly, killed. The United States military is the strongest and most fearsome military on the planet by far. with capabilities.
We
and
didn't lose
skills
any
our
service
enemies can
members or any military equipment.
scarcely begin to imagine. We have the best equipment anywhere in the world.
I wonder what song they were
There's
listening
no
to
equipment like
as
what
well,
we have.
unpaid
And you
actor.
See that? Even if you just look at
Nikki.
the boats, we've knocked out 97% of the drugs coming in by sea. 90%. Each boat kills on average, 25,000 people. We knocked out 97%. And those drugs mostly come from a place called Venezuela. We're going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. So we don't want to be involved with having somebody else get in, and we have the same situation that we had for the last long period of years. So we are going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and can take place. So we're going to stay until such time as we're going to run it, essentially, until such time as a proper transition can take place. As everyone knows,
I don't know if they're trying to do full-on regime change.
A total bust for a long period of time.
I don't know if they're going to use M1 Abrams. I don't think they're trying to land major troops there.
By comparison to what they could have been pumping and what could have taken place. We're going to have our very large United States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world, go in, spend billions of dollars.
GG, USA, that was impressive.
Infrastructure.
I don't think this will be Iraq either.
And start making.
So here's my take on this is I don't think that the United States is trying to get into a major war. I think they just wanted to extradite Maduro to the United States because they wanted to, prosecute him for all of the drug charges that they are, charging him with, because he was indicted by the Department of Justice back in 2020. And so I think the administration specifically did these strikes in a precision, snatch and grab of Maduro and his wife,
In money for the country. And we
my
are
anti-Trump boomer dad
ready to
jizzed himself
stage a
this
second
morning.
and much larger attack if we need to do so. So we were prepared to do a second wave if we needed to do so. We actually assumed that a second wave.
Glad they did this legally and judicially.
But now it's probably not.
Makes up for errors back in the day.
First wave, if you'd like to call it that. The first attack was so successful, we probably don't have to do a second, but we're prepared to do a second wave.
Probably
a
gonna
much
use
bigger wave, actually.
A second wave.
This was pinpoint, but we have a much bigger wave that probably won't have to do. This partnership of Venezuela with the United States of America, a country that everybody wants to be involved with because of what we were able to do and accomplish.
Are we at God Emperor yet?
Venezuela rich,
I don't think so.
Independent and safe. And it will also make the many, many people from Venezuela that are living in the United States extremely happy. They suffered. So much was taken from them. They're not going to suffer anymore. The illegitimate
I wonder what oil
dictator
prices are
Maduro
at.
was the kingpin of a vast criminal network responsible for trafficking colossal amounts of deadly and illicit drugs into the United States. As alleged in the indictment,
That's another thing I was thinking about, because the Chinese delegation was there to have a meeting with him today, and they're taking him back to New York right now. So I wonder what happened with the Chinese delegation. Did they avoid getting hit by anything, or were they involved? I'm sure they were like, what the hell's going on?
He personally oversaw the vicious cartel known as Cartel de las Solas, which flooded our nation with lethal poison, responsible for the deaths of countless Americans, many, many Americans. Hundreds of thousands over the years of Americans died because of him. Maduro and his wife will soon face the full might of American justice and stand trial on American soil. Right now, they're
I guarantee the Chinese guys are probably like, "I'm getting the hell out of here, dude. F this place."
A decision will be made, I assume, between New York and
Nikki 8401, what's up?
Miami or Florida. But we have people where the overwhelming evidence of their crimes will be presented in a court of law, and I've seen it. I've seen what we have. It's both horrible and breathtaking that something like this could have been allowed to take place.
That one photo was AI.
After his term as president of Venezuela expired, Maduro remained in power and waged a ceaseless campaign of violence, terror, and subversion against the United States of America.
Castro Jr., Trudeau.
But the stability of the entire region. And you all saw it. In addition to trafficking gigantic amounts of illegal drugs.
Bananas.
That inflicted untold suffering and human destruction all over the country, all over, in particular, the United States.
Bananas.
Maduro sent savage and murderous gangs, including the bloodthirsty prison gang, Tren de Aragua, to terrorize American communities nationwide, and he did indeed.
De Aragua.
In Colorado, they took over apartment complexes. They cut the fingers off people if they called police. They were brutal, but they're not so brutal now.
No, they're not.
To congratulate our military, Pete, and everybody, and our National Guard, because the job that they've done, whether it's in Washington, D.C., where we have a totally safe city.
China gave us intel.
Unsafe cities.
I wonder.
Anywhere in the world, frankly.
I wonder.
We have no crime in Washington, D.C.
How crazy would that have been?
We haven't had a killing. We had the
Venezuela airspace is completely clear. Not a single commercial plane in the sky. I wonder how the UN responds. If there's much they can do. The UN can't do anything.
But we haven't had a killing. And
you know what the UN's going to do? They're going to complain and be like, "Bad, America, bad. You're not allowed to do that." And then we're just going to be like, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what's going to happen.
A long period of time, 6-7 months.
Tyrion.
We used to have two.
What's up, man?
On average, 2 a week in Washington, our capital. We don't have that anymore. The restaurants are opening. Everyone's
happy. That photo that looked like he was being escorted
daughters,
was AI for sure.
Children, their wives, they walk to.
Can we do that to Kazakhstan next? We need regime change. I know they had him well before the lack of Venezuelan confirmation that he was alive. Yeah.
Law enforcement.
We don't like the blue helmets around here.
Do it with more cities. We're doing it as you know.
No, sir.
We're doing it in.
Did he
Memphis,
just say
Tennessee
6'7"?
Crime is down. We just sort of started a few weeks ago, but crime is down now 77%.
Oh my God!
And the governor of Louisiana called. Great.
6'7",
and he wanted us to help him, as you know.
I think the UN is going to have a court trail in New York. 8-9. Yeah, I don't know.
A certain very nice part of Louisiana.
Oh, look how he looks tired. He looks even more tired. Look at Marco Rubio. He looks exhausted. He's been up all night long, boys. All night long. He's been up all night long too, but he's got tons of energy, so he's probably like still cracking away.
Done that. And it was a rough section, and we have crime down. I understand it's down to almost nothing already after 2.5 weeks. New Orleans, it's down to almost nothing.
His eyes are really showing it. Yeah. Yeah, dude, he looks tired.
Why governors wouldn't want us to help.
Looks real tired.
Helped, as you know, in Chicago, then crime went down a little bit.
6-7, oh God.
Very small help because we had no.
Nikki, he wakes up later. I think he just woke up. Okay. Maybe.
Working ability with the governor.
Hope this doesn't strengthen the relationship with other notable adversaries. They might bolster.
Crime, but we're pulling out of there when they need us. We'll know.
No more 6-7. There's supposed to be that great meme reset.
And likewise, Los Angeles, where we saved Los Angeles early on.
Pay them good enough to have overnight shift from time to time.
Head of the police department made a statement that if the federal government didn't come in, we would have lost Los Angeles. That's long after the fires. That's when they had the riots in Los Angeles. We did a great job. Got no credit for it whatsoever, but that's okay.
6'9" is far superior to 6'7". You know, honestly, I'd be worried if he wasn't exhausted looking. Yeah, I would be too.
Or we'll go back if we have to.
If he wasn't tired from staying up all night as a grown adult, like, because I get very tired if I stay up all night, I would imagine that there was something else going on there. Like somebody wearing skin walkers or something.
We'll go back. But we did
First time tuning in. What's up, dude? Aaron Tate. What's up, brother?
But the place that we're very proud of is Washington,
unspecified name. I'm tired, Grandpa. You
keep
keep digging.
Being a crime-ridden
that guy Smokey. What's up, man?
Being one of the safest cities in the country. But the gangs that they sent,
Captain
raped,
Silverback.
Tortured,
has a presidential kidnapping ever happened in history? I guarantee it. The left-handed devil. What's up, brother?
Nicaragua. And they were sent by Maduro.
If you know or could say, what do you think the world
will never
see? If you know or could say, what do you think the world will see this as, given the experience, how to attack this enemy? You know what? I think more than likely the world is probably going to be butthurt about this because they're going to be like, what gives the United States the authority to come take a sitting president from some other nation? And then the United States is going to be like, F you. He was indicted by the United States Department of Justice in 2020 for trafficking narcotics. We don't really care how you feel about it. This is what we're doing. We're not doing a full-scale invasion, so I don't think that people are going to, really have much to talk about.
Again, be able to threaten an American citizen or
howdy, guy Smokey. Nice to catch you live. I appreciate you popping in, man.
Be threats.
He probably had all 4K footage of the raid all-nighter with the boys, guaranteed. Las Vegas, Nevada. I wonder how the media are going to sponsor this thing into a bad thing. Wow, they'll wake up and see you're short for this. Didn't expect it at all. I didn't either.
Americans like 12-year-old Jocelyn Nungari from Houston.
So how does this happen without more of a fight from the Venezuelan government? They were taken by such surprise they couldn't react in time. We smashed we conducted a suppression of enemy air defense on the Russian anti-air defenses that they had, and they had no way of responding to our special operations when they went in there to steal Maduro away.
Assaulted and murdered.
Howdy, left-handed devil.
Nicaragua.
He wasn't legitimate anyway. He stole the election. Dazed logic. You're right.
And
you are correct.
Dead under.
He's been stealing the elections for probably at least a couple, I would imagine. At least one for sure. But, I mean, I know a lot of people that are from there that are like, that dude straight up had their secret police patrolling polling areas to keep people from voting and stuff like that. Wildly 944. What's up, brother?
The bridge. There was a bridge.
Vinny Excalibur, a criminal was arrested and they'll cry about it. Crazy.
People after seeing what happened.
Rocket Ship 67. What's your opinion on this?
Many times, Maduro
I think that they just arrested a narco trafficker.
Their worst and most violent monsters into
a $50 million bounty was on him. I heard. Yep.
American lives, and they came from mental institutions and insane asylums.
The U.S. could not have done any better than this.
Jails.
Other than Maduro surrendering himself. Well done.
Actually,
they're still in shock. Yeah, 100%. Maduro was sleeping. It was around 2 to 3 a.m. Yep, that's the best time to do it.
A mental institution isn't as tough as an insane asylum.
Venezuela hardly has the capacity to strike neighbors.
Yeah, mental institutions. They sent from their jails, prisons. They were drug dealers. They were drug kingpins. They sent everybody bad into the United States. But no longer.
What's up?
And we have now a border where nobody gets.
I had an officer prior to the elections. They were checking IDs and cell phones. Yeah.
Unilaterally seized and stole American oil, American assets.
Yeah, a lot of people were excited about it.
Costing us
the excitement I've seen on X for the people of Venezuela is amazing.
They did this a while ago, but we never had a president that did anything about it. They took all of our property.
Huge W. Love the content, my guy. Appreciate you, Cyril's. 33.
And we never
they should split the bounty among the Delta ops who got him. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Instead, they fought wars that were.
They ought to give all those dudes
10,000
bonuses.
miles away.
Wamba?
We built Venezuela.
Wombat Combat. What's up, dude?
With American talent, drive, and skill. And the socialist regime stole it.
Let's go, boys. We are so back. What does Riley think if she's got an opinion?
They stole it through force.
I'm wearing my sinker swim shirt.
This constituted one of the largest thefts
What's your
of
opinion
American
on
property
this?
in the history of our country.
Hell yeah, brother.
Considered the largest
she
theft
says,
of
hell yeah,
property
brother.
in the history of our country. Massive oil
in 3-4 years, we can read about that operation from the Delta guys. Yeah.
I'm just happy for the people
I would have
of
done
Venezuela.
something about it.
Uncle Traveling Matty, what's up, man?
America will never allow foreign powers to rob our people or drive us back into and out of.
They saved $50 million, so I think they can handle some bonuses. Yeah.
Furthermore, under the now deposed dictator Maduro, Venezuela will
Hell
increasingly hosting foreign adversaries in our region.
Yeah, those Chinooks rolled in like
offensive
freaking
weapons
Sicario,
that
dude.
threaten U.S. interests and lives, and they used those weapons last night.
Trump just kissed the midterms goodbye. I don't think he cares at this point. He's just like, we're going to do what we need to do.
All of these actions were in gross violation of the core principles
fighting
of
for his
American
life
foreign
back there,
policy,
trying to stay awake.
dating back more than 2 centuries.
Yeah.
And,
Benzin V, what's up, brother?
Not anymore.
I like
All
your
the way
videos.
back
Very informative,
dated
buds.
to
Appreciate
the
you, Uncle Traveling Matty.
Monroe Doctrines. And the Monroe Doctrine is a big deal.
Glock Dookie, what's up, bro?
Superseded it by a lot.
Glock Dookie.
By a real lot.
Arguably better than Sicario due to not traveling in an open
Doctrine.
highway near the border surrounded. Fair point.
Monroe Doctrine. We sort of forgot about it. It was very important, but we forgot about it. We don't forget about it anymore. Under our new national
Shanye West, appreciate you, brother.
American
Thanks for resubbing.
Dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never.
Yeah,
be
Marco
questioned
Rubio looks
again.
like he's fighting
Won't
for his
happen.
life. He's back there
just in
fighting for his
concluding,
life.
For decades, other administrations have neglected or even contributed to these growing
Kaliza.
security threats in
Venomous
the Western
Nemesis.
Hemisphere.
What's up?
Under the Trump administration, we are reasserting American power in a very powerful way
Amen.
in our
Glitter
home
fart.
region. And
Glitter
our home
fart.
region is very different than it was just a short while ago. The future will be, and we did this in my
The
first
military
term.
movie industry is
We had
back
great
now
dominance in my first
to
term.
hopefully
We
getting
have,
free oil.
Far greater dominance right
Thank you
now.
for the content coverage,
Everyone's
honesty, and
coming
thorough
back.
content. Appreciate you.
The
2026
future
off to a
will be
great start.
determined by the ability to protect
Cuba
commerce
next.
and territory and resources that are core to national security. These are core to our national security. Just like tariffs are, they've made our country rich, and they've made our national security strong.
My
stronger
goodness.
than ever before.
They made it strong.
But these are the iron
strong.
laws that have always determined global power. And
So strong.
we're going to keep it that way. We will secure our borders. We will stop the terrorists. We will crash the cartels, and we will defend our citizens against all threats, foreign and domestic.
Foreign and
Other
domestic.
presidents may have lacked the courage or whatever to defend America, but I will never allow terrorists and criminals to operate with impunity against the United States. This extremely successful operation should serve as warning to anyone who would threaten American sovereignty or endanger American lives. Very importantly, the embargo on all Venezuelan oil remains in full effect. The American Armada remains poised in position, and the United States retains all military options until United States demands have
Hey
been
there,
fully
Devil
met
Dog. Wake up. You have Firewatch.
fully
Peace and quiet.
satisfied.
What's up, man?
All political and military
Terrorizers.
figures in Venezuela should understand
Look up PMC Wagner
what
Group. They
happened
tried
to
it before.
Maduro can happen to them, and it will happen to them if they
I started
are
watching Stranger Things
just
today. I've not
fair,
seen any of it. Oh, man, you're
even
in
to
for a
their
ride,
people.
dude. I wonder how
The
Delta would
dictator
cope
and
with the deployment of
terrorist,
Russian special
Maduro,
forces. I don't know.
is finally gone in Venezuela.
What's the
People are
likelihood
free.
Canada builds a new pipeline to help
again.
out Americans? I'm not
It's been
sure.
a long time for them. but they're
Potentially.
free.
I don't know if they want to, though.
America's a safer nation. This morning,
Look familiar.
it's
Scary
a prouder
pup.
nation this morning because it didn't allow
The fact we
this
infiltrated an
horrible
exfil without
person
starting a
in
major
this
war is an
country that
absolute
was
geopolitical flex.
doing very bad things to us.
I agree.
It didn't allow it to happen. And the Western Hemisphere
Spaceman,
is right
appreciate
now
you.
a much safer place to be. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank General Raisin Kane. He's fantastic.
General Dan
And I
Raisin
worked with a
Kane.
lot of generals. I worked with some.
Do
I
the
didn't
same
like.
to
I worked with
Putin.
some I didn't
That'd be a very
respect.
different
I worked with
situation.
some they just weren't good.
Chat is popping
But
today,
this guy
GC
is
Drizzy.
fantastic. I
Popping.
watched last night one of
Popping.
the most precise attacks on sovereignty. I mean, it was an attack for justice.
Holy
And
hell.
I'm very proud of him, and I'm
Holy
very
moly.
proud of our Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, who I'm going to ask to say a few words. Thank you very
Yo.
much.
Captain Strickland, I appreciate you, brother.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. Finally, a commander-in-chief the world respects and the American people deserve. And as the president said, words can barely capture the bravery and the power.
Ciao
and
from Italy.
precision
Thank you.
of this
Appreciate you.
historic operation. A massive joint military and law enforcement raid flawlessly executed.
Flawlessly.
By the greatest Americans our country has.
Do you think Big Oil lobbied for this? I don't
American
know.
warriors are second
What a
to none.
name for a
The
general.
best in the world and the best of our country.
I don't know.
What
Dan
what
Raisin
all
Kane.
of us witnessed last night was sheer guts and grit.
Yeah, Secretary
gallantry,
Hegseth about to crack
and
the whips
glory
of the world
of
knows.
the American warrior. I'm simply humbled by such men, and I tip my hat to our chairman, Dan Raisin Kane, and all those Americans.
And I think we
Stood
have
by
had
last
the
night.
biggest
Our
stream
warriors
count ever.
are
Right
the
now,
elite
yeah,
of
probably on
America,
Twitch.
and again,
For sure.
President Trump
Faux
has
show.
your back. No other country on planet Earth, and it's not even close, could pull this kind of operation off.
Not even
no
close.
other president has ever shown this kind of leadership, courage, and resolve. The most powerful combination the world has ever seen. As the president said, our adversaries remain on notice. America can project our will anywhere, anytime.
Dale Matson, what's up?
Coordination, the stealth, the lethality,
We have 116 viewers on
precision,
Twitch. Holy
the
hell.
very long arm of
Holy
American
hell.
justice, all on full display.
Bananas.
In the middle of the night. Nicolas Maduro
Nanners.
had his chance, just like
Krakatoa.
Iran had their chance,
What's up?
until they didn't.
125 now.
He effed
I didn't
around.
realize you did Twitch until a few days ago. I always watch your stuff on YouTube. Well, I
President
appreciate
Trump
you
is
smoking.
Deadly serious about
Get my news
stopping
here
the
and
flow
G.I.
of
Rogan
gangs
and Joe
violence
Rogan.
to our
Nice.
country. Deadly serious about stopping the flow of drugs and
Capcom, what's
poison
up?
to our people.
Capcom.
Deadly serious about getting back the oil that was stolen from us.
They stole
And
our
deadly
oil?
serious about reestablishing
Longsman, what's up,
American
man?
Deterrence and dominance in the Western
Salty Devil
Hemisphere.
Dog.
This is about the safety,
Why Paul Lynn
security,
22? What's up, brother?
freedom, and prosperity of the American people.
Zeka Palladium, what's
This
up, man?
is America first. This is
Hello.
peace through strength. And the United States War
Welcome in
Department
if you're just joining right now. Literally
proud
saying just browsing Twitch
to
and saw
help
your face
deliver
from YouTube. Let's go.
in 2026.
I'm
and
glad you
under
found
President
it.
Trump, America is back. I'd like to welcome now our
Hey,
chairman,
Pistol
Raisin
Pete.
Kane, to give a few more details about the operation.
Chairman Raisin Kane, everybody.
Thank you.
Chairman of the Joint
thank you,
Chiefs of
Secretary.
Staff.
Thank you,
Booger
Mr.
watching on
President.
YouTube. Appreciate you, man.
And good morning.
Nap to me.
Last night,
Nap
on the
pat to
order
me.
of the President
What's up,
of
brother?
the United States and
Bro
in
Clan
support of a request
1YT. I must have
from
missed
the
the
Department of
the strike
Justice,
legal.
As the President said, the United
It's
States
as legal as we
military
want it to be.
conducted an apprehension mission in Caracas.
So when people ask, is it legal? Well, the Department of Justice issued a, what was it called? They issued a warrant for Maduro's arrest in 2020, I believe. And they were just extraditing him to the United States so he can serve the sentence that he's being charged. Dreadlocks, what's up, man? Because he's being charged with narco trafficking and being like a narco terrorist, essentially. Booger, what's up, man? Appreciate you following the channel.
Venezuela to bring to justice two indicted
DGC
persons,
spy,
Nicolas
what's
and
up, man?
Cecilia Maduro.
Yeah, Maduro's
This
going to have the
operation,
Noriega
known as
treatment.
Operation-
You ain't wrong about that. The Noriega treatment. He's about to understand what that means. Thanks for taking a pic with me at the Hegseth confirmation here. And Peyton's, I appreciate you joining. Of course. Glad you're here.
Absolute resolve was discreet,
Panama.
precise, and
Cajun
conducted during the
T-Bob,
darkest
what's
hours
up, man?
of January 2nd, and was the culmination of months of planning and rehearsal.
Fist medicine.
An operation that,
Let's
frankly,
go.
only the United States military could undertake. What I'd like to do this morning is talk you through some of the preparation and the details without compromising any of our tactics, techniques, and procedures. There is always a chance
Clyde
that we'll
Frog.
be tasked to do this type of mission again.
Dude, what's up, Clyde Frog?
Our interagency work began months ago and built
By the way, if you're just joining us right here, this is the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin Kane, everyone. General Dan Raisin Kane.
on decades of experience of integrating complex air, ground, space.
I love your take
and
on the military
maritime
and current affairs.
operations.
Didn't know you were on Twitch.
While
Well, I
the past
appreciate you
2
joining, Mountain
decades
Medic.
have honed the skills of our special operations forces.
Zagir
This
1452. If
mission
Venezuela had Iranian
required
drones, the U.S. air
every
defense would be able to
component of our
parallel.
joint
Probably
force, with soldiers,
deceptive
sailors,
side. What's up, brother?
airmen, Marines, and Guardians working in unison with our intelligence agency partners and law enforcement teammates in an unprecedented operation.
You got to think about this. How many people had to work together to make this thing sync up perfectly where they knew exactly where Maduro was sleeping? They knew his routine. They knew what time he'd be asleep at. They knew where he was located inside of his house. They knew where his wife was located inside of his house. They knew where his house was. They knew where his security team was. They knew where the enemy air defenses were when they were entering the country. They knew how early they needed to strike those enemy air defenses in order to get to Maduro's house in time, in order to have enough time to grab him out of his bed, throw him in the back of a helicopter, and get back to the USS Iwo Jima. All of this was planned. The CIA was for sure on ground. I don't know if they've confirmed it. That's my assumption. Don't have confirmation. I would assume the CIA was definitely on ground, getting intelligence, providing that to law enforcement officials like the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security and all these other folks, DEA. And then you got the Department of War out there as well doing the same thing. So it's like what one hell of a collaboration, man. I swear to God.
We leveraged our unmatched intelligence capabilities and our
we have some cartel in Brazil as well. Feel free to come welcome us, help
we could
out.
not have done this mission.
Jay Wagner,
without the
1981. What's up,
incredible
brother?
work by various intelligence agencies, including the CIA, NSA, and NGA. We watched, we waited, we prepared, we remained patient and professional.
Trump,
This
the ultimate
mission was
anti-commie powerhouse, is
meticulously
smashing the
drawing lessons from
Marxist
decades
machine.
of missions over the
What is
last
that treatment
many
you were
years.
talking about? I never heard of it.
There are many missions over these last many years.
What treatment are you talking
This
about?
was an audacious
DGC?
operation that only the United States
Mod should
could
pin,
do.
no casualties,
It
no
required
equipment loss.
the utmost of precision and
Good point.
integration within our joint force. And the work
Yeah, that's another good point. Nick Sorensen, what's up, man? So yeah, there were no casualties, no U.S. casualties, and no equipment lost, no U.S. equipment. All they did is they went in, they executed a precision raid, and they captured the high value target, and they bounced without losing any equipment or taking any casualties at all.
word integration does not explain
Thousands.
the sheer
All
complexity
perfectly
of
coordinated,
such a
dude.
mission.
Air
An
Force Special
extraction
Recon working hard
so
on this one. Yes,
precise,
sir.
It involved more than 150 aircraft launching
What treatment are you talking about as far as DGC spy? I'm curious.
across the
I don't
Western
know if I was talking
Hemisphere
about treatment.
in close coordination, all coming together
Unless
in
I'm
time and
mixing
place
it up.
to layer
Just came over
effects
from YouTube.
for a
Appreciate you,
single
Shotgun
purpose,
Willie.
to get
Dave
an
Matson, Trump, the
interdiction
ultimate
force
anti-commie powerhouse,
into
is smashing
downtown
Marxist
Caracas
defending freedom
while
like a
maintaining
boss.
the element of tactical surprise.
Jay Wagner, 1981. What's up, brother?
Failure of one component of this
How long did the mission last? I don't know. Probably like an hour
entire mission
max.
And failure is never
Back
an
from lurking.
option
Let's go.
for America.
Should go to Haiti next and get rid of those gangs there.
Those in the air over Caracas last night were willing to give their lives for those on the ground and in the helicopters. Let me talk a little bit about the
U.S. forces are second to none. About 2.5. Okay, so about 2.5 hours was how long it took. They knew his animals and their names. I'm not surprised, dude. Like, they probably knew his kids, his animals, where they were located, all that stuff.
preparation. After months of work by our intelligence team,
This went down better than the elimination of Osama bin Laden. I think so. I think this was as swimmingly as you could possibly make it.
mates to find Maduro and understand how he moved.
I heard about 3
where he
hours.
lived,
Yeah, it was pretty.
where he
About
traveled,
2.53
what he
Sabroxis.
ate, what he wore.
Went
what
down
were
way
his
better than the
pets.
raid in Somalia in
early
1993.
December, our
Indonesia
force
next. They
was
didn't do
set
anything
pending
to
a
America. I just
series
don't like the
of
food.
aligned events. Key was choosing
American Potas,
the
21 to get all my
day
news from
to
you. Very
minimize
unbiased. I
the
appreciate you,
potential
American
for
Potas.
civilian harm and maximize the element of surprise
They said they had drones laying down suppressive fire. Potentially, I'm not sure.
and minimize the harm to the indicted personnel.
Who's in
So as
charge of the country
president
now?
Said they could be
I believe the Minister of Defense took over control of Venezuela in the meantime. Dreadlocks Rasta, and it's done. ICE in Minnesota due to Somali fraud. I think they've already been up there for sure.
brought to justice. And as
Patrick
the
Kraft's
president
Putin is
said
secretly
earlier
terrified right
today,
now. Maybe.
weather in Venezuela.
I mean, we
is
lost no
always
equipment,
a
no casualties.
factor
That's kind of
this time
insane.
the year.
Yeah, that's a huge deal. We went in and we literally kidnapped somebody else's president and left without getting a single casualty or losing any equipment. That's a pretty freaking amazing job.
And over the weeks through Christmas and New
Sorry, not kidnapped. They were serving a warrant for his arrest because he was indicted for narco trafficking. Sorry, he didn't get kidnapped. He He's being extradited because he is a criminal. That's what actually happened. So just to make sure that that's abundantly clear.
Years, the men and women of the United States military sat ready,
working that area zone
patiently
recon for
waiting
weeks
for the
now.
right
Boys putting in
triggers
work.
to
Great
be met,
job.
and the
I'll
president
guarantee you,
order
man.
us
They've been
into
there for a
action.
minute.
Last night, the weather broke
I think
just
Cuba's
enough,
next. What do you think,
clearing a
Werner?
path
I don't
that
know.
Only the most skilled
I think time will tell. I think there's a lot of people out there that would love to see Cuba free because right now they're still technically not.
aviators in the world could maneuver through ocean, mountain,
What does
low
Putin
cloud
say about this?
ceilings. But when tasked with a mission, this organization does not quit.
If President Nicolas Maduro were to leave power, Venezuela's control would likely shift based on the country's constitutional secession or a negotiated transition, but historically opposition leader Juan Guaido. I think you might be right. I think CNN was talking about that earlier.
46 p.m. Eastern time last night.
So Venezuela
the
is
president
now our
ordered the
51st
United
state?
States military to move forward with this mission. He said to us, and we appreciate it, Mr. President, good luck and Godspeed. And those words were transmitted to the entire.
Hey, seems like our Air Force put 12 Raptors in Puerto Rico, probably for air patrolling over everything, but they didn't shoot down anything as far as we know. Poor Raptors all these years with no meal.
Joint force. Over the course of the night, aircraft began launching from 20 different bases on land and sea across the Western Hemisphere. In total, more than 150 aircraft, bombers, fighters, intelligence, reconnaissance, surveillance, rotary wing were in the air last night.
I think Cuba will never happen. Bay of Pigs kind of ruined that.
Thousands of hours of experience.
Tough to say.
Airborne. Our youngest crew member was 20.
Oh,
and
wow.
Our oldest crew member was 49.
Our youngest crew member was 20 years old on that mission. Dude, a 20-year-old was on that mission. How cool is that?
And there's simply no match for American military might.
Wow.
As the night began, the helicopters took off with the
Roll them
extraction
up, dude.
force,
Roll
which
them up either
included law
way.
enforcement officers, and began their flight.
Might be interesting if they have an election. A lot of people say what they want to a new state.
As they approached Venezuelan shores, the United
We need to
States
start a new
began
hashtag called
layering
Feed the
different
Raptors.
effects provided by Spacecom, Cybercom, and other members of the interagency to create a pathway. Overhead,
That
those
dad
forces
lore
were
is going to be
protected from
fire.
aircraft- were protected by aircraft from the United States Marines, the United States Navy, the United States Air
Flawless.
Force, and the
Wave
International
TTV.
Guard.
What's up, brother?
The force included
Feed the
F-22s,
Raptors.
F-35s, F-18s.
They had an F-35 in the air updating the cruise missiles
B-1
movement so they could
bombers,
adapt on
and
the
other
move.
support aircraft, as well as numerous remotely piloted drones. As the force began
All those
to approach
operators play
Caracas,
Helldivers too, just
the
confirmed.
Joint Air
Nice.
Component began dismantling and disabling the air defense systems in Venezuela, employing weapons to ensure the safe passage of
He
the
said President
helicopters
Trump's
into
getting
the
tired. You need to
target.
wrap it up.
The goal of our air component is,
Mr. Jalapeno
was,
Cheddar, what's up, man?
and always will be, to protect the helicopters and the ground force and get them to the target and get them home. As the force
seems to me like they did
the
that
last
just-
point of high terrain where they'd been hiding
just
in the
that.
clutter, we assessed that we had maintained totally the element of surprise.
Ding, 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 ding,
As the
ding.
helicopter force ingressed towards the objective at low level, we arrived at Maduro's compound at 1:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 2:01 a.m. Caracas local time, and the apprehension force descended into Maduro's compound and moved with speed, precision, and discipline towards their objective.
Hi, Melek,
and
92
isolated the
Kelty.
area
What's up,
to
bro?
ensure the safety.
The thing
and
with Bay of
security
Pigs is
the
mainly
ground
used
force
militia and not
while
actual
apprehending
soldiers. Yeah.
the indicted persons.
And the OSS.
On arrival into the target area, the helicopters came under fire, and they replied with that fire with overwhelming force and
Shotgun Willie,
self-defense.
should be okay.
One of
They
our
allow
aircraft was hit but remained flyable, and as the president said earlier today, all of our aircraft came home, and that aircraft remained flyable.
Happy
during the
New
rest
Year.
of the mission.
Wish you and your family a great New Year.
As the operation unfolded at the
Same
compound,
to you, brother.
our air and ground intelligence teams provided real-time updates to the ground force,
Wonder how long till a
ensuring
book
those
comes out
forces
about
could
this?
safely navigate
I
the
don't know.
complex environment
Clipsy
without
on PC, what's up?
unnecessary risk. The force remained protected by overhead tactical aviation.
Yo.
Maduro and his wife, both indicted, gave up and were taken into custody by the Department of Justice, assisted by our incredible U.S. military with professionalism.
How are you?
and
I'm doing well,
precision,
brother. The anti-air weapons
with
were trying to
no
fleed in the
loss
surrounding
of
areas.
US life.
I appreciate it,
After
Sir Gumby.
securing the indicted persons,
Thanks for the hydrate,
force
Gumby.
began to prep for departure. Helicopters were called in to exfiltrate the extraction force.
This is the first time
while
I've seen
fighter
Trump looking
aircraft
sleepy, and he earned
remotely
being sleepy.
piloted aircraft provided overhead coverage and suppressive fire.
Dude, they had so much coordination. Yeah, dude, of course he probably hasn't slept at all. I bet he hasn't slept at all either. He looks exhausted, dude. Exhausted. I would be too.
There were multiple self-defense engagements as the force began to withdraw.
Is
out
SEAL
of
Team
Venezuela.
6 still around and know that
The
unit?
force
No, SEAL Team 6 is still
successfully
around.
exfiltrated.
SEAL Team 6 is also referred to as Development Group or DevGru, and they are 100% still around, although I don't know if they were involved in this. Wash Rider, what's up, brother?
And returned to their afloat launch bases.
Whitey 780,
And the
wow.
force was over the
All the
water
birds
at
flew that low in the back of the-
3:29
and in the back of the
a.m.
nest.
Eastern Standard Time.
Free
with
Bill, what's up, bro?
indicted persons
Real
on
talk, which
board.
cool guy is going to do a
And
book
both
about this operation and
Maduro
how they
and his
captured the
wife
press?
Were embarked
Somebody.
aboard the
DVD
USS
break, what's up, brother?
Iwo Jima. In closing,
Somebody's definitely going to
what
cover
we've
it.
witnessed today is a powerful demonstration.
Oh,
of
dude, Merry
America's
Christmas to
joint
you too, bro.
force. We think, we develop, we train, we rehearse, we debrief, we rehearse again and again, not to get it right, but to ensure that we cannot get it wrong. Our jobs are
Gotcha.
to integrate combat power so when the order comes, we can deliver overwhelming force at the time and the place of our choosing against any foe anywhere.
We'll
in the
figure it
world.
out.
I am immensely proud today
We'll,
of our joint force and filled with gratitude
We'll
to
do that for
represent
now.
them here today. There is simply no mission too difficult for these incredible professionals and the families that stand by them and support them.
There we
As
go.
we stand here this
Supersize
morning,
Steve.
our forces remain in the region at a high state of readiness, prepared to project power, defend
Prepared.
themselves, and our interests in the region.
SEALs Team
This
6 is still going to write a book, even if
is
they
a
weren't
testament
involved.
to the
The
dedication
Crispy Brownie, what's up, man?
and unwavering
Merry
commitment to
effing
justice
Christmas,
and our
America.
resolve to hold
Would
accountable
you like some brisket?
those who threaten peace and stability.
Captain K1s,
In closing,
appreciate you, brother.
I want to
Hope you're well,
express
too.
my heartfelt gratitude to the brave
Soul
men
Destructo,
and
Wash
women who
Rider.
executed this
The
mission.
man gave me a call-out,
Their
instant
courage
follow.
and
Wash
tireless
Rider, I appreciate you,
commitment to
brother.
Our nation are what makes us strong. Thank you, Mr. Secretary, and thank you, Mr. President.
American Patas would love to be watching the live feed on that. It would have been insane,
I don't
dude.
have much to add to what
BX
you've heard now,
Terminator.
other than the following
Bush
points.
shouldn't even do this kind of
Nicolas Maduro was
operation.
indicted.
Too many lives for one man so long ago, dude. I'm telling you right now, yeah, this is very different. Bro, the fact that China's president was there hours before and they were able to pull this off was insane, dude. Insane.
In 2020, in the United States, he is not the legitimate president of Venezuela. That's not just us.
Okay,
saying it.
because Mom said
First
the
Trump
SEAL Team 6 was
administration,
disbanded. No, they're
the
not
Biden
disbanded.
administration,
They're
the
still
second
around.
Trump administration, none of those three
That of our
recognize him.
choosing is such an
He's not
underrated
recognized
statement.
by
Not
the
sure why I
European
haven't
Union and
followed. You've
multiple
been meaning
countries
to.
around
Well,
the world.
Subraxis, I
He
appreciate
is a
you, brother.
fugitive of American
Thanks for
justice
sticking around.
with a $50 million reward, which I guess we.
So I think that was important to note. He was not the legitimate president. That freaking ginger, thanks for the follow, brother. Yeah, he's not the legitimate president, and what they were doing is not kidnapping a president. They were serving a warrant on somebody that was indicted by the Department of Justice for trafficking narcotics and also probably other stuff, I imagine, at some point.
Save $50 million.
$50 million bucks.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, since you saved that $50 million, you should give that or give like a bonus to the dev group, or not the dev group, the Delta dudes that actually executed that raid, and the SOAR guys, the Special Operations Aviation Regiment guys and gals. You know, maybe give them a little bonus. You know what I'm saying?
But
Don't let it.
And anytime I hear an officer speak 04 higher, the amount of caffeine in my system recreates the Battle of the Chosen
But I
Reservoir.
want to be clear about one thing. Nicolas Maduro had multiple opportunities to avoid
Salty
this.
devil dog.
He was Provided multiple.
Hope you're good, brother.
very,
Venezuela
very,
friend
very
is a
generous
friend
offers.
of mine
And
is
chose
rejoicing
instead to
right now.
act
Oh,
like
mine
one.
too.
Chose instead to play around.
Content aside, you're one of
And
the best
result
streamers
is
I've
what
ever
we
seen
saw
for reading
tonight.
chat. Appreciate you, Patrick
The other
Kraft.
message here is the following: you have a guy, like many people around the world, that
Chinese
likes to play
delegates were
games.
still in
You
the
have a
country.
guy
That's
who
a good
decides
point.
he's
The
gonna-
Chinese delegates that were there in Venezuela were still there when we conducted this. And I would imagine that if something had happened to them, that we would have seen it in international news. I have not seen anything about it as of now. So hopefully nothing happened to them.
invite
But
Iran into his country,
crazy.
is going to, do the confiscation of American oil companies, is going to flood our country with gang members.
Chinese delegates were still on the ground,
Americans prisoner and
we
try to
taking
hold
their
them for
oil? Does that
hostage
mean we're
and
getting
trade them
cheaper
like he was
oil? I
able
sure
to do
hope
with the
so.
Biden
I
administration.
sure hope we have cheaper
Basically
gas.
likes to play games all this time and thinks nothing's going to happen.
Give them all
And I hope what
Murdor's
people now understand
GPUs.
is we have a president, the 47th president.
S2 Underground saying that Maduro planned to be caught by the U.S. and gave up on purpose so his own people didn't.
When he tells you he's going to address a problem,
that's a
means
long
it.
shot for me, too.
He
But
actions it.
it'd be funny if the
I can
Chinese
tell you,
set them
I've
up.
watched this process now for 14, 15 years, been around it. Everybody talks. I'm going to
It
do
would
this.
be.
I'm going to do that. When I get there, we're going to do this.
Mr. Jalapeno Cheddar, why are you
This
so
is a
cold,
president
Kagan?
of
That must be
action.
that American
Like,
blood.
I don't
God bless you,
understand
brother.
yet how
God
they
bless you
haven't
too,
figured this
Mr.
out.
Jalapeno Cheddar.
And now, if you
I'm
don't
not cold.
know, now you know.
I'm quite warm.
Because this is the way it's going to play out. And I think people need to understand that this is not
Now you know.
a president that just talks and does letters and press.
This is how it's going to play out. This is how it's going to play out. All right. Let's catch up a little bit. Let me see here. Do you think that China would inflate its paper tiger end result? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if they're going to inflate paper tigers.
If he says he's serious about something, he means it.
We knew exactly
And
where
this
them
is something that
delegates
was a
were
direct
and
threat
steered
to the
them
national
very
interest of the
clear
United
from them
States,
so
and
they
the
couldn't
president
have an
addressed it.
excuse.
There's a president.
I certainly hope so. Skeed Boy, what's up, bro?
Peace, by the way. I told you what I just said earlier. This guy had multiple
Why is the
opportunities
Tunisian army training with the U.S.
to find
military?
his way somewhere else.
Probably because they're a
And figure
partner
out another-
force.
He could have
We train. Our military trains with militaries across the entire globe. I mean, hell, we train with everybody.
been living somewhere else right now, very happy. But instead,
Gas for cheap stuff is $2.06. I think it needs to be even cheaper.
he's got
G'day,
other
sir.
sets of
What a
problems
busy
on
day
his hands.
yesterday was, Luke.
But I think the
Indeed it was,
message
Luke.
here should be. For
Hope
the
you're doing
world.
well, brother.
The president doesn't go out looking for people to pick fights with. He's not generally wants to
Whitey
get along with
780.
everybody.
Handsome Hatter.
Talk
What's
to
up, man?
me with
Appreciate you following the channel.
But don't play games.
Now you know
Don't
we
play
walk
games with this
that talk
president's in
now.
office, because it's not going to turn out well.
Big state actors don't
And
play
so
these
I
kind of
hope
games.
that,
Too much risk. South America's like a third world. We can play
I
games
guess,
there and not have a world war.
That lesson was learned last night, and
Key thing to remember: we can get down there and play some games and do things that we want to do without having a big war. Just like what happened. Holy crap! Chat is popping.
and we
Chat is
hope it'll be
popping today,
instructive
dude.
moving forward.
Popping. At least gas for the cheapest in my area is $2.06. That's not bad. Never chill. Heavy oil. I mean, this operation's slow. Why we train with the U.S. military? Yeah.
We're going to be running it with a group.
Cali
and
and
we're gonna make
gas
sure
is
it's run
expensive.
properly. We're going to
The
rebuild
Monroe
oil
Doctrine also
infrastructure,
helps.
which will cost
Agreed.
billions of dollars. It'll be paid for by the oil companies.
Popping. Big O vibes. What's up, man? Appreciate you following the channel.
Reimbursed for what they're doing. But,
Big
it's
O
gonna be paid.
vibes.
And we're going to get the oil flowing the way it should be. As you know, it was just a minor flow. It was actually a minor flow for what they have. But we're going to run it properly, and we're going to make sure the people of Venezuela are taken care of. We're going to make sure the people that were forced out of Venezuela
1.02 liters up
this
here in
flood,
Ontario, Canada. Chat is
also
popping
taken
off, and the
care of.
viewer count is 171 viewers. Yeah, I didn't expect this at all.
Then does the
Come on,
unifying
Twitch.
country mean that
Use your
US
Prime
troops will be
subs.
on the ground?
Use
How
your
will that
Prime
work?
subs.
Well, they always say boots on the ground. So we're not afraid of boots on the ground if we have to have. We had boots on the ground last night at a very high level, actually.
At a very high
We're
level.
not afraid of it. We don't mind saying it. But
Yeah.
we're going to make sure that country is run
Let's
properly. We're not doing this
go.
in vain.
Paladin.
This is a
Kaz
very
81, what's
dangerous
up, brother?
attack. This is an attack that could have gone very, very
Kate needs to be the
badly.
most sub
Could have
streamer in
gone very
2026.
badly.
I hope so, man.
Could
I
have
hope
lost a lot
so.
of people last night. We
Sub
could
to
have
the
lost a
channel
lot
if you
of,
want to.
Dignity. We could have lost a lot.
Yeah, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can sub for free to one streamer of your choice per month. By the way, if you link your Amazon Prime with your Twitch, you get one free sub with Prime, or you could sub without Prime. It's up to you. And if you don't want to, that's fine too.
Of equipment. The equipment is less important, but we could have lost a
Yo,
lot.
Luke with the
And
20
we're gonna make
gifted
sure that
subs,
this is
bro.
proper.
Luke,
We're there now.
dude.
We're ready to go again if we have to. We're going to run the country right.
Holy
It's gonna
cow.
be run very judiciously, very fairly. It's going to make a lot of money. We're going to give money to the people. We're going to reimburse people that were
Holy
taken
crap,
advantage
Luke,
of.
at yourself.
We're going to take care of
Jeez,
everybody.
oh.
It's very important. We couldn't let them get away with it. You know, they
W.
stole our oil. We built
W,
that whole
Luke.
industry there. And they just took it over like we
Often legacy. Let's go.
Decided not to do anything.
You
about it.
son of a
So,
bee.
we did something about it. We're late, but we did something about it. Yeah, please.
Mechanism by which you're going to run the country? Are you going to designate a U.S. official
Yes,
to
yes.
coordinate?
It's
Can you
all
just
being
unpack that?
done right now. We're designating people. We're talking to
Congratulations.
people. We're designating various
what?
people, and we're going to let you know who those people are.
Hold on.
Would run Venezuela.
Well, it's largely going to be for a period of time. The people that are standing right behind me, we're going to be running it. We're going to be bringing it back. It's a dead. I talk about a dead country. A year and a half ago, we were a dead country. Now we're
Often Legacy,
the
you've been
hottest
added as a
country anywhere in the world.
VIP.
We're
Congratulations.
a country doing better than any country.
Monkey
anywhere
ships
in
in
the
this
world.
country touch our boats or
And,
something?
It
They
requires
touched a lot of
leadership.
stuff.
Venezuela has
Chaos out. What's up,
a
brother?
lot of
Sir
bad
Panther,
people in
greeting
there,
from
a lot of
Germany.
bad
Congratulations.
people that shouldn't be
Appreciate
leading.
you,
We're
Sir
not gonna
Panther.
take
Thanks
a
for
chance
following
that
the channel.
one of those
Toyota
people
Kawasaki, what's up, brother?
Take over for Maduro.
Escape from
So,
LA.
you can look at and others. We have fantastic people, including
Luke
people
it
in the
yourself.
military.
Appreciate the
So we're gonna
freaking
have a
20
group
gifted
of people
subs.
running it until such time as it can.
Hold on 2 seconds. All right, so Luke it yourself gifted 20 subs to 4x4 4-man, Gordon Ninja, RJ Malik 92. Let me see, Pirateer Frank, Midnight Snack 123, Murder Mike 187, Titanium 2131. Jesus Christ, Nega Slump 420, got a wheelchair, Oil Patch 96, Tanaka Minato, Cheesy Pie 44, Raw Namum, Jesus, Dangerfield, Ebking 1234, X3, HRW Oddball 007, Captain Silverback, let's go. Lots and lots of subs gifted out by Luke. Everybody say thank you, Luke. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate you, guy.
Put back on track, make a lot of money for the people, and give people a great
Dude,
way of
let's
life,
go.
and also reimbursement.
Il
for people
Sariel
in our
93.
country that
Appreciate
were
you
forced out
subbing
of
with Prime,
Venezuela.
brother. Let's go. Big O vibe
Rubio
sub.
would be
Thanks for
said earlier
subbing,
today
Big
that
O.
You weren't going to back Machado to come back and be the opposition leader in your Fox and Friends interview. And then you also mentioned the vice president of Venezuela. Are you going to work with the vice president
Uncle
of
Luke?
Venezuela? Or how do you foresee the relationship
Well, I
going?
understand she was just sworn in, but she was, as you know, picked by Maduro. So Marco's working on that directly. He just had a conversation with her, and she's essentially willing to do what we
Dangle
think is necessary to
nuts.
make Venezuela
Walking
great
in.
again. Very simple.
Oh, we're going to make Venezuela great again. Interesting.
Mr. President, Colombian President Gustavo Petro, a couple weeks ago, he said he's got to watch his ass. And today he said he's not concerned.
He
about
surrendered
anything happening to him
doofus. He
in the
wanted to be
aftermath of this
captured. His
operation.
country would treat him worse. It's been said like 5 hours ago at least.
Factories where he makes cocaine.
This is not a regime change. It's a leadership change. Same BS, different puppet.
He's making
I don't
cocaine.
know.
They're sending it
Interesting.
into the United States. So he does
The
have to
invasion of
watch
a
his
sovereign
ass.
nation celebrating is abysmal.
Mr. President, did you
Then
notify
using
any
narco
members
drugs
of
as an
Congress in
excuse, then
advance?
hear dictator Trump say they'll be running Venezuela to steal its oil. Yeah, it's weird. Weird times, man. That's life, though. Sometimes things happen that
a trigger-based
happen the way
mission
they
in which
are.
Conditions had to be met night after night. We watched and monitored that for a number of days. So it's just simply not the kind of mission you can call people and say, hey, we may do this at some point in the next 15 days. But it's largely a law enforcement function. Remember, at the end of the day,
MVGA,
at its
make
core,
Venezuela
this
great
was an
again.
arrest of two
I would assume
indicted
she might be
fugitives
get
of
removed if she
American
handpicked. If she
and
was
the Department
handpicked
of
by
War
Maduro,
supported
probably.
the Department of Justice in that job. Now there are broader policy implications.
Murder Mike, let's
but It's just
go.
not the kind of mission that you
Mouth
can pre-notify
Breather
because it
18.
endangers
Thanks
the
for the
mission.
sub with Prime. Let's
Plus,
go,
if I
big
could add one
dog.
thing to that.
It's
Congress
Wade,
has a
really weird
tendency to
times.
leak.
It is weird times. Struggle bus,
would
yeah.
not be good.
Weird times for sure.
They leaked.
Seal's
Yeah,
already
I think
making
it
book
would've been
deals on how
maybe
they
a
know
great
the guy
decision
who was on the raid.
But I have to say, they knew we were
AKA
coming
make
at some
Venezuela
point.
anti-communist
Ships
again.
out there, they saw they knew
1990s
we were
Colombia
coming.
2.0.
But Congress.
2022,
Congress will
Putin
leak,
thought this
and
was
we
his
don't want
future.
leakers.
BO2 timeline. Do you think we will execute him or put him in Supermax? Good point. Weird, it's straight up illegal. It's against so many international laws. I don't know, man. That's the tough part. It's like who determines that? You know,
He was
if
trying to get
the
into a
Department of
safe place.
Justice
You know what a safe place is.
indicted him in
Full steal.
2020
And he wasn't
for
able to make
committing
it to the door
crimes,
because our
and they
guys were
extradited him
fast.
for
They
it.
went through the opposition
You know?
so fast, and there was a lot of opposition. You know, people were wondering, "Do we get him by surprise?" Sort of surprise.
United
but they were
Nations.
waiting for something. It was a lot of opposition.
Weird times when
There
when
was a
people
lot
are
of
trying to
gunfire. You
back
saw some of it
Maduro.
today.
They don't even know the story of
But he
Venezuela.
was
Yeah,
trying to get
I
to
didn't
a
see any
safe
SEALs on this
place,
raid.
which wasn't safe because we would have had the door blown.
Yeah, as far as the headlines have said, it didn't say anything about DevGru or SEALs. It said that Delta Force and the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment were involved, but I didn't see anyone else being mentioned. So let's pay attention to see if any books come out.
Up in about
AG 185, what's up, brother?
47 seconds.
Department
or so that
Department of Justice jurisdiction is limited
regardless
to
of how
USA
thick the seal
only.
was. It was a very thick.
Shine
it was a
Bomb
very
should be
heavy
next.
door, but he
The-
was
the
unable
same
to
with
get
past
to
Mexican
that door.
presidents.
He made it to the door. He was unable to close
We'll
it.
see. I'm already talking too much. I'll shut up now.
Go
It's
ahead,
okay,
finish.
brother.
To be in the time being right now. Do you know
Luke, you're
his
fine.
exact
You
Well,
never need to
eventually,
apologize.
ultimately, in the
Gorilla
near
Patrick, I
future,
just
they'll
hope
be
that
brought
no
to New
power
York.
vacuum
And where's he
develops
going
over
to
the
be
accompanying
held? Where's he
turmoil.
going to be held in New York? Do you know?
That's going to be up
Emperor
to the
Gluck, maybe
officials
one day in my life I'll be able to
previously.
safely vacation in South America. Sounds like Venezuelan refugees in America are excited to return home.
Record of ousting dictators without necessarily a plan for what comes afterwards.
Not with
Did
me.
that weigh on your decision?
Well, that's when we had different presidents, but with me, that's not true. With me,
SacDev24, what's up, brother?
Track record of winning. We win a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
And we win. If you look at Soleimani,
Dread
you look at
Laraxta.
al-Baghdadi,
Appreciate
you
the
look at
sub, dude.
Midnight Hammer. Midnight Hammer was
Midnight Hammer.
Now, you wouldn't
Appreciate
have
the
peace
sub,
in the
Dread
Middle East. We
Laraxta.
have essentially peace in the Middle East because of that. If you didn't, if we weren't
Venezuela, together
successful
with Brazil, started
Midnight
this mess in
Hammer, you wouldn't have
1990, gathering
peace
all
in the
left-wing
Middle
parties in
East.
South America. USAID was there
With
too.
Me, you've had a lot of.
I don't know.
Victory. You've had only victories. You've had no
I don't
losses.
know.
Yeah.
I'm from Trinidad. Our army and police are on high
How
alert.
long do you expect
Oh,
the
really?
US to run Venezuela, and how soon do you want Venezuelan people to hold elections?
So I'd
I
like
wonder-
to do it quickly, but it takes a period of time. You know, we're
I wonder if
rebuilding-
that's the
we have to
case
rebuild
here.
Their whole infrastructure. The
Nice 6 months in
infrastructure is
advance.
rotted.
Oh,
It's actually very
for
dangerous.
6
It's,
months,
blow-up
bro.
territory.
Dread
Oil is very
Laraxta.
dangerous. It's a very
Freaking
dangerous thing to
6-month
take out of the
subber.
ground.
Appreciate
Can
you,
kill
bro.
A lot of people. It has
Welcome
killed a lot
in.
of people
Thanks for
doing
subbing to the
just
channel
that.
for 6 months
The
straight.
infrastructure is old.
You're a
it's rotted.
original gangster.
Much of it is stuff that we put there 25 years ago. And we're
We
going
need to take Cuba next. I want to go fishing there. Trinidad had a massive influx of Venezuelan gangs. I'm hoping they clear out of there too.
Take care of the country. Yeah.
Are you saying that Secretary Rubio and
Mr. President,
Oh, that was loud.
China, Russia, and Iran
Jesus.
have interests in Venezuela. How does this operation affect your relationships with them when
Well,
it
in
comes to
terms
the
of
oil and
China
drugs?
and Russia, well, Russia when we get things straightened out. But in terms of other countries that want oil, we're in
Would
the
you
oil
like
business.
some
We're gonna
brisket?
sell
Has
it to
subbed to
them.
the
We're not gonna
channel
say
for
we're not gonna give it. In other words, we'll
for
be selling
quite some
oil,
time with
probably
Prime.
in much larger
Would you like
doses
some
because they
brisket?
couldn't
Thank you
produce
very much for
because their
subbing with
infrastructure
Prime.
was so bad. So we'll be selling
Oh,
large amounts
yeah.
of oil to other countries, many of whom are using it now.
Family viewers,
But I would
appreciate
say
you.
Many more will come.
are you saying, Mr. President? Are you saying that,
Venezuela?
Mr. President? Are
Go
you
ahead,
saying
behind
that?
you, please.
Stop
Mr.
yelling.
President, thank you. What is your message to the people of Venezuela today? Of course,
Hopefully this doesn't end up like
the
Afghanistan
civilian
when the government
population
collapses due to
specifically,
insurgent
we have a lot of
organizations. I hope
questions.
not.
What is your message to the people of
That
Venezuela?
you're going to have peace,
Yo, shout out to
justice,
Trinidad and
you're gonna
Tobago,
have
Aruba, and
some
Curacao.
of the
Huge role in the
riches that you
success.
should have had for a long period of time. We stole
Shotgun
it from
Willie.
you. But you're going to have peace and you're going to have safety. You're going to have justice. You're going to have a country. You're
They
gonna
need to
have a
move
real
the
country.
mic.
You're going to have potentially a
So
great
is it
country.
safe
You
for me
know,
to go to Colombia
if you
right
go
now? I
back
have a
20
trip in
years,
2
maybe
weeks to
even
go
a
there,
little
dude.
longer ago, that was a great country.
Oh, yeah, you're probably good.
And they destroyed it.
Probably good.
Remember I said that if
Yeah, you're probably good.
we lose this election, the United States will be Venezuela on steroids. That's what would have happened. Had we lost the election, the 2024
Fat man
election,
problems.
we suffered so
I got
badly.
fat man
When you look
problems
at the
too, bro.
border From 2020,
Venezuela's
what they
America's
did,
next
what
colony?
Joe Biden administration did
Like Puerto
to
Rico?
our country should never be
Krakatoa.
forgotten.
Thanks for
But
subbing
if we
to
had
the
to go
channel,
through another
brother.
year of that, we wouldn't have. We would be exactly where Venezuela
Krakatoa
was.
sub with Prime.
in
Shout
terms-
out
I
Krakatoa.
used to
Appreciate
say,
you.
If they win, we're going to be Venezuela
Respectable.
on steroids, and that's what would have happened.
President, thank you.
Would
are
you
you
like
saying
some
that
brisket?
Secretary Hegseth and Rubio are going to be running Venezuela, and will you be sending in U.S. military
They're going
troops
to be
to
a team
provide?
that's working with the people of Venezuela.
Daddy
to
John.
make sure that we have Venezuela. Right.
Welcome in, John.
Because for us to just leave, who's going to take over? I mean, there is
USA.
nobody to take over.
USA.
You have a vice president who's been
Sir
appointed by
Gumby.
Maduro.
Puerto Rico isn't a colony,
And
it's a
right now
commonwealth.
She's the vice president, and she's, I guess, the president.
I like
She
that.
was sworn as
Commonwealth
president
sounds
a little
good.
while ago. She had a long conversation with Marco, and she said,
Asian American
We'll do
family
whatever
immigrant from the
you
80s. I love this
need.
country. Krakatoa, we
I
love
think She
you.
was quite gracious.
Anybody that loves this country
She
is
really
welcome
doesn't have
here.
a choice. We're going to have this done right. We're not going to just do this with
Vietnam
Maduro, then
conflict.
leave like everybody else, leave and say, let it go to hell.
You know, this reminds me of when the
If we
U.S.
just
invaded
left,
Nicaragua
it has
to arrest
zero chance of
Noriega.
ever coming back.
You know what's funny is I was getting a haircut earlier today, and I told my barber the same exact thing. I was like, this kind of reminds me of the 1980s when we invaded Nicaragua to arrest Noriega with like special forces and stuff like that. Venezuela people are on the streets celebrating. I saw an X. Oh, yeah, dude. W Krakatoa. W.
We'll run it properly. We'll run
Tough.
it
It
professionally.
did happen
We'll have
on the
greatest
exact
oil
same day.
companies in the world go in and invest billions
Did
and
it.
billions of dollars and take out money. Use that
That's a
money
damn
in
good deal right
Venezuela.
there.
And
Game
the
Hunter?
biggest
Damn
beneficiary
good
are gonna
deal,
be the
Game
people
Hunter.
of Venezuela. And also, I can't stress this strongly enough.
Yeah, anyone
The
who loves
people
this
that got
country is
thrown out
welcome
of
here, dude.
Venezuela
Of course.
That are now in the United States, and frankly,
Why
some
not?
want to stay, and some probably want to go
Iran,
back. Yeah.
Iran Contra never ended. Panama. Oh yeah, Panama.
Well, right now they're very protected because nobody's going to mess
Yeah,
with
Maduro
us.
had to
They're
go
very
for sure.
protected. The people of, and we let them know that you better not touch one of them.
You better. Wait. What did he say? What did he say? You better not touch one of them. All right. What did he say?
Yes, they're very protected. The people of, and we let them know that you better not touch one of them.
You better not touch one of them. You better not do it. Don't you do it. Noriega, I thought was just a COD thing. Didn't know that invasion was real. It was.
And
yep, January 3rd. They did it on the same day.
Than they would have acted 2 days ago.
Bro.
Okay, wait behind you, please.
Every time you say Maduro, I hear Moderna, the drug company.
Well,
He did have a
I think it is
$50
because
million
we wanna
bounty
surround
on him.
ourselves with good neighbors.
Guys,
We
some
wanna
random
surround
Insta said
ourselves
this was
with
illegal. Pack it up. Let's go home.
we want to surround ourselves with energy. We have tremendous energy in that country. It's very important that we protect it.
Dude.
We need that for ourselves. We need that for the
Joshua
world.
Kings, appreciate
and
you,
we wanna
brother.
make sure we can protect it.
Don't touch the boats either. Yeah, don't touch those boats. The presidential torch. I'll claim it. On me.
Cuba's an interesting case. Cuba is, not doing very well.
Iran
right
is on
now.
their toes too as they're being
That
pressured
system
by
is not
protests very
been a
much, and
good one
mullahs
for
are saying
Cuba.
protesters
People
must be
that have
put in
suffered for
place.
many,
Yep.
many years.
Can we
And
still
I think
seize
Cuba is
Venezuelan
gonna be
boats?
Something
might.
we'll end up talking about because Cuba is a failing nation right now, very badly failing nation.
Yeah.
And
He's
we
talking
wanna
about
help the
Cuba.
people.
Chef
It's very
Boyardee,
similar in the
what's
sense
up?
that we want to help the people in Cuba, but we want to also help the people that were forced out of Cuba and living in this
Yo.
country. Do you want to say something?
We want to
about
help the
that,
people
Marco?
of Cuba. Our country first, says Dread La Rocksta.
When the president speaks, you should take him seriously. So suffice it to say, Cuba is a disaster. It's run by incompetent, senile men, and in some cases, not senile but incompetent nonetheless. They have
Peace through
economy. It's in
strength.
total collapse. And by the way, they were.
And by the way,
all the guards that helped protect Maduro. This is well known. Their whole spy agency, all that were full of Cubans.
Dude, how crazy it would be if Venezuela and Iran both became liberated from their dictators the exact same year. That would be the craziest thing ever. Wheezy Blaz, appreciate you subbing to the channel. Let's go, dude. Appreciate you.
I mean, it's amazing. This poor.
I'm a history buff. I should know that invasion because of Noriega was real. That would be so amazing, Pyroteer Frank. If we took Cuba, Venezuela, Iran all in the same year, Gunslinger 6, we are incapable of learning from past invasions. I don't know.
Well,
did you ever watch the speech of Maduro telling the USA to come get him? I did. I saw that.
It's not going to be allowed to get there. So
Dangle Nuts 420. Appreciate you subbing, bro.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. That's the answer. The answer is yes. Free Bill 2020. Thanks for the sub. Thank you for subbing. Appreciate you for 3 months in advance. Let's go, bro. Let's go. We need to take Greenland and especially Panama. I wish Greenland would just be like, hey, let's do this. China's getting the warm blanket ready for North Korea.
On Monday.
I think it would be very tough for her to be the leader. She doesn't have the support within or the respect within the country. She's a very nice woman, but she doesn't have the respect to be the leader.
Wait, hold on. Who is she? Who asked? What did they say? I want to see what he said.
No, we haven't. Really.
Oh, no. So they haven't been in touch with Machado, which she just got awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. And
Mr. President. Mr. President, on Monday.
I think it would be very tough for her to be the leader. She doesn't have the support within or the respect within the country.
that's interesting. That is an interesting take. He's saying, so President Trump's saying that Corina Machado does not have the support within the country. I've always heard that she did. So I don't know. I don't know, man. That's interesting. That's an interesting take for sure.
Very nice woman, but she doesn't have the respect to be the
Mr. President,
leader.
is it possible that the U.S. ends up administrating Venezuela?
Maduro straight up looks like Dr. Disrespect on the USS Iwo Jima. True to roots. I thought she did too.
Very substantial, so it's not going to cost.
I thought
us
she had a
anything.
lot of support.
We will.
Jay
We
Wagner,
want
what's up?
safety there. We want to be surrounded by countries that aren't housing all of.
She's
our
too
enemies
weak.
all
I
over
was
the
rooting
world.
for her.
That's what that was happening, and
I mean,
you
I
wanna
don't
have
know.
that.
I don't know her personally.
We're going to be
she fled the country, though.
rebuilding, and we're not spending money. The oil companies are going to go in there.
This should not be described as an invasion, but rather as a targeted operation. The objective remains the installation of Edmundo Gonzalez as president. At the same time, armed guerrilla groups continue to act as an opposition force against the new administration. There's still work left to do. Yes, there's always work left to do.
Spend money. We're going to take
3K. Follow the channel. What's up, brother?
We should have taken back a long time ago. A lot of money is coming out of the ground.
Exactly.
We're going to get reimbursed for all of that. We're going to get reimbursed for everything that we spend. So it's going
My
to
bad
be,
for the yapping. Ski Mask, you're good, brother.
It's going to be
Mercenaries 2 game had the U.S. and Venezuela, so they predicted it, maybe?
Very big evening that took place last night.
Oh, those air crews are for
surrounded
sure
by
going
safe,
nuts.
secure countries. And we also have to have energy. Very important. We have to have energy.
Our
that's
own
real
companies
energy,
are going
not
there. We went in there to look at, took his ass and left. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. We went in there, took his ass, threw him on an aircraft, bounced, brought him back to the USS Iwo Jima. That is exactly what happened.
You take a look. It was such a disaster. So what's going to happen with Venezuela?
Operation Enduring Freedom 2 Electric Boogaloo. I don't know about all that.
And the people of Venezuela will be the biggest beneficiaries.
Mercenaries was the play the hell out of it.
U.S. military.
Christ.
What did you last speak to Maduro about when you spoke?
Man.
And is the
Well, I don't want to get
I
into
swear to God, every time they open those damn microphones, yo, Tony, appreciate the follow. Every time they open those freaking microphones up, it's just like blasting in my ears, and then I have to like
conversations, but I did have conversations with him, and I said
it's funny that all the media around are fixated on Trump, but you don't want to hear about the atrocities happening in China, like the Uyghurs. For example.
He was pretty close
Ben
to
and
doing
Froses,
so,
what's up, brother?
Now he wished he did, yeah.
The one who got kicked out, we were going back.
You said that Maduro.
I will be lurking. All right, Clipper, we'll see you, brother. Thanks for lurking.
The former president of Honduras, who was convicted of many drug trafficking. Can you explain how these two situations are?
My trips to the local gas station lasted longer than that operation did. Yeah, I think it was about 2.5 hour operation, maybe less. Catching friendly fire on the headphones? I know, dude. And our oil companies will move in and take over their fields. Great idea.
The man who won in Chile, I endorsed the man who won in Argentina.
Sorry, your hearing loss is not service related.
Doing very well with
Definitely
that
not.
whole group.
Sinks Reaper. Well, I've never seen a bot that relays messages onto a Twitch chat. Yeah, man.
To us, he was treated
dope.
Like the
Appreciate
Biden
you, Better
administration
Roses.
treated a man named Trump. That didn't work out too well for them.
Where are you filling up?
This was a man who was persecuted very unfairly. He was the head of the country. He was persecuted very unfairly. And there are a number of them. And we felt that it was a very unfair situation that happened to him.
Send
he's
Billy
also
Bob.
a party member of the man who won. So obviously the people liked what I did. And one of the reasons that was done is
Send
because
Billy
of the fact
Bob.
that the party in power felt very strongly that that man was treated very badly. I studied it very quickly, and then I studied it in great
My
detail.
goodness.
I went
Maduro
to a lot
dictator
of
that
the
destroyed a nation.
standing behind
People,
me, and
huge
they felt
win.
That, that man
Huge
was
win.
persecuted and treated very badly. That's why
I agree. I agree.
You referenced boots on the
YouTube
ground
friends, thanks for joining.
Do you envision the U.S. military
Click that like button. Don't forget to click the like button.
Well, no, we're going to have
click the like and we'll boost it.
As well as it pertains to oil, because we have to have. We're sending.
You got to
our
click that like
expertise
button.
In so
Sharing,
you may need something,
share
not very
the love.
much, but no, we're going
Share
to be
that
taking
love.
out a tremendous amount of wealth out of the ground. And
King
that wealth is
Sicario,
going to
appreciate the
people of
follow, brother.
Venezuela and
I'm going to go back to lunch in about 5 minutes. All right, Zane, well, we'll see you here shortly whenever you leave.
And it goes also
Air
to the
slapping
United
them
States of America in the
hoes.
form of reimbursement for the damages caused us by that country. So I want to thank you all very much. Thank you. Do you have one? Yes, please. You were so nice before. I'm going to give you the final question. Go
Ooh,
ahead.
nice.
Unless it's a bad question, in
It's
which
about
case I'll
Putin.
go one word. It's about who?
It's about Putin, if you want.
About
Putin.
Okay.
Sir, yes, sir.
You had a
Talk
phone.
about Putin.
You had a phone call with him on Monday. Did he talk at all about Maduro?
Yeah.
Did y'all talk about this?
No, we didn't.
And
We
then-
never spoke about Maduro.
Are you mad at him right now? I mean, there's this
I'm not
intelligence.
thrilled with Putin. I'm not thrilled.
Are you mad at him right now? How mad are you right now? Are you upset? Are you upset with Mr. Putin right now?
With Putin. He's killing too many people. I thought that would be so.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, like, Trump's been trying to go back and forth with him and negotiate with this guy to, like, broker peace in Ukraine. And they keep dropping bombs in Ukraine. And they keep hitting them with drone strikes. And it's like, then obviously Ukraine's going to respond to that because Ukraine's not going to just sit there and take bombings and drone strikes and not do anything in response. You know what I'm saying?
I settled 8 and 1/4.
All right, I'm going to go back to lunch. See you later. All right, Zane, we'll see you later, brother.
Thailand, and Cambodia.
They have a
I did
photo
it
of
again.
Nicolas Maduro on the
They were-
USSC with
they
Jima.
broke
Trump
out.
posted it, but people are sharing it
And
on
I
X.
did it in about
Beefy
5
BVR, I
hours,
posted it on
and I settled
Instagram
it. I'm giving myself
and
1 quarter,
LinkedIn.
so
I
I'm
think I
up to
posted
now
on X
8
too.
and 1/4. In other
Blonde.
words, I settled the war, but then they broke out. They had a pretty bad breakout over the last 4 days. I got them to go
Huge
back to peace.
W. F that
So I
mustache
only
man.
give 1/4. I thought the easiest
Gordo
one would be-
Ninja. Good
one of
afternoon
the
to
easier
you. I hope
ones
you're
would be
doing well today as
Russia,
well, brother.
Ukraine. It's not. And
Last night in
they both
Venezuela
have
is what Putin was
done
hoping
some
for in Ukraine.
Pretty bad things.
Yeah, you're probably right, because when Putin went into Ukraine, he was probably thinking, oh, this will be like 24 hours. They'll roll over and then we'll have the country under our control. And look at us. We're, what, 4 years later, and they're still fighting?
And look, that's
Very
Biden's
different.
war. That's not my war. But I
There's
wanna stop
activities,
the last-
guerrillas in
Did you
Caracas
see
right now. I
where
tagged you on the
last
Instagram
month,
post. All right, I'll have to take a
30,000
look.
this last- It was 27.
Appreciate all you guys. Thank you.
27,000 the month before.
Thank you, 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 thank you.
Mostly soldiers were killed this last
Yo.
month. 30,000. I want to stop.
30,000.
I got NATO to pay 5% instead of
Yo.
the 2% that they weren't paying. They weren't paying 2, now they pay 5. And we send them a lot of munitions. We send them a lot of things, missiles and various
Davito
other
Frito,
things, a lot.
appreciate you, brother.
And they pay. The United States is not losing money. We're probably
Nice.
making money on that. It's the last thing I care about.
Appreciate
I just
you,
wanna
Ben.
Stop all those people. We're losing 25, 30,000 human beings. They come from 2 places that are very far away. But if I can stop, because it's something I've been pretty good at doing.
Thank you,
deals,
Christopher
I guess.
Boone.
It's all a deal. Life is a big deal. But if I can stop that war and stop 30,000 young people, in
Wow.
addition to the fact that people are being killed in Kiev, people are being killed in other cities throughout, a much smaller number, but they're being killed, viciously killed.
Yeah,
so
they are.
I'm not happy about it. I thought that would be something that would get solved. We have Mr. Witkoff here. I think that we're making progress, but
Yo, Whitey,
that's a
thanks
war
for the
that should
sub,
have
bro.
Never happened. If I were president, it would
Cop
have never
33
happened.
watching this unfold
Putin
last night at
says
work,
it,
still
everybody
stuck here
says
in
it.
work overnight.
If I were president, that would have never happened. But
Whitey,
I
thanks for the
inherited that
sub
war.
at tier
That
3,
was
bro.
Joe Biden, Zelensky, and Putin.
Let's
I came
go.
into the
Thank you for the
situation,
sub at tier
and it's
3,
a mess.
Whitey, 780.
And I will say this:
You're
I
a
watched
true,
an operation last night that
true
was so
fan.
precise, that was so brilliant.
You deserve a
It was
special
incredible.
logo just to
If
represent
we had
being subbed at tier
our
3.
people, like this general and our people involved, that war would not have gone on very long. That I
Twitch
can tell
cop.
you. That war, to use an old term, that war has become a bloodbath,
Yeah.
and we want it to get stopped. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, I would like for it to stop too. I think that's it. I think that's the end of the press conference. All right. Wow. Well, that's some freaking huge news. We're living through history right here. This is going to be something that's going to be talked about in history books and also in like military history and the annals of history, the annals and annals of history. Crazy times.